Hello Year 7, this is Ms Redmond with your final summary PowerPoint for the particles topic. This one is all about gas pressure. Learning journeys at the bottom, feel free to pause the PowerPoint and write down those points if you wish. So your do now question is, what jobs might use knowledge of gas pressure, and do you know anyone who has one of these jobs? So write down your ideas and you can check them in school with your teacher next time you're in. Alright, on this slide there's a video link at the bottom. I'd like you to go and watch that video and then come back to this PowerPoint, please. You only need to watch it up to minute 1:57 seconds. Because that's the relevant part, especially if you're squeamish about needles, don't watch it past that point. And the question is, have any of the dangerous examples from the video happened to you? So I want you to be relating these ideas about particles and gas pressure to your everyday life. Write down your answers and you can let your teacher know next time you're in school. Alright, here is a gap fill task. Can you please pause the PowerPoint now and complete this gap fill task, and the next slide will be your answers. Answers. Gas pressure is caused by lots of tiny gas particles colliding, bumping into things. When you blow air into a balloon, the particles collide with the inside of the balloon. If you increase the temperature of the balloon, the particles get more energy and move faster. They collide with the inside of the balloon more often and increase the pressure. So that's telling you about the effect of temperature on gas pressure. Alright, so some containers, like plastic bottles, don't get bigger when you put more gas in. They can't expand. So question, what happens to the pressure as you add more gas particles? If you're already confident to answer that, pause the PowerPoint now and write down your answer. If you're not, I'll give you a clue. Does the pressure increase or decrease as you add more gas particles? Write down your answer, and the correct answer is coming up now. So answer, because there are more particles, there are more collisions with the inside of the bottle, so the pressure increases and eventually it may burst. So if you've got that as part of your answer, you get a little point. Extension. So we've got a fantastic fact. Racing car tyres reach 100 degrees C. Before a race, technicians pump tyres to a lower pressure than they need in the race. The air pressure in the tyre increases as it heats up. And your task says particle performance. Read the fantastic fact before you do this task. Racing car tyres are pumped full of air. Write a script for particles in a racing tyre. What do they say as the car goes faster and the air gets hotter? And then perform your script. So your challenge is to imagine that you are a particle inside a racing car tyre, and you have to think about what you would be experiencing and turn that into a script between you and the other air particles inside that tyre. So pause the PowerPoint now and do that task, and you can check your answers with your teacher next time you're in school. Question, why does the pressure inside the tyres increase when the temperature increases? So we're talking about the previous slide with the racing car tyres. So let's see. As the temperature increases, the particles gain energy. As they gain energy, the particles move faster. As they move faster, the particles hit the inside of the tyre more often and with more force. And this increases the pressure inside the tyre. So if you've written your script for the previous slide, you can use these points to see if you've got all of the relevant information in your script, so you can start to mark it yourself before you bring it into school. You can also email your work into your teacher if you're not in school. Okay, this video is a really good gas pressure demonstration, which you could actually do at home, because it just uses plastic drinking water bottles. So if you're interested in gas pressure, then feel free to go and watch that video and do this demonstration for yourself. Okay, here's a question. Why is it important for future scientists to learn the things that you've learned in the particles topic? So this is our final lesson on particles. I want you to think about why this stuff is important to science and to the world, and maybe even you might be able to relate it to your everyday life. So write down your ideas, and then I'm going to give you some of my ideas. So pause the PowerPoint now and write down your ideas. Alright, so these ideas about particles are the foundation of a lot of ideas that are very important in science and in the world. For example, the work of forensic scientists like Lorna Dawson. So a lot of what we're going to do, particularly in chemistry, builds on these ideas of particles. And once you've got a firm grasp of particles and how they work, these ideas can help you work out lots and lots of other things later in your science career. And if you continue with science, then these will form the foundations of your future studies and your future careers. But I'm sure you've got some excellent answers, so please take them into school next time you're in and check them with your teacher. Okay, here's your summary for gas pressure. Gas particles collide, bump into the side of their container and into everything. In fact, you're experiencing gas pressure now from the atmosphere that you're sitting in. These collisions exert a force, and gas pressure is the size of this force per unit area. We'll talk more about force and area when we get to forces topic. In a container which can't expand, increasing the number of particles increases the pressure. Increasing the temperature increases the gas pressure, and decreasing the temperature decreases the gas pressure. Okay, that's all for the gas pressure lesson. Thank you very much for listening, and I will speak to you in the next topic. Bye bye.